Hello and welcome to GOA365's English News Bulletin. I am Susan Gomes and these are the headlines. Opposition slammed government for the lack of planning as state hit by flooded roads, inundated bridges, submerged houses. Revenue Minister says instructions given to help all. Will the revolt in the Congress party succeed or no? This is the question in the minds of most Goans and political analysts across the country after the happenings of last night. Congress in damage control seeks strong action. Very heavy rainfall likely over the state from 12th July with a possible intensification of the low pressure area off the South Odisha coast. Orange alert may be upgraded. And now for the news in detail. The opposition slammed the government for the lack of planning during the pre-planning before the monsoons. This time the rains resulted in floods in many areas. Flooded roads, inundated bridges and submerged houses were a norm as Goa struggled to battle the monsoons. This was what the MLAs highlighted in the assembly today. Revenue Minister Atanasio Babush Monserrat replied that the Chief Minister had instructed the concerned to provide all necessary financial assistance for disaster management.
The government does not seem to have studied the report of the ecological expert panel led by Madhav Gadgil in 2011 on the geographical situation of Goa. If he had done so, the floods that happened across Goa this year would not have happened. Santantra MLA Virish Poker alleged. Listen.
According to Madhav Gadgilacho जो report आसा Western Ghats ecological expert panel जो report केल्लो 2011 आनी वो सरकाराकूय सबमिट केल्लो पण म्हाका तर दिसना की ह्या रिपोर्टाचेर अजून पर्यंत कितें जाल्लें आसा म्हणून सो हो सद्याक रूट कॉज जाल्लो आसा फ्लडिंग जावपाचो आनी हेजेर ह्या रिपोर्टाचेर कितें तरी एक्शन प्लॅन हो सरकारान करपाक जाय आनी फुडें व्हरपाक जाय जेन्ना पर्यंत हेजेर एक्शन प्लॅन जायना तेन्ना पर्यंत फुडाराक कांयच जावची ना सेम सिच्युएशन जातली परत फ्लडिंग जातलें आनी त्या रिपोर्टान क्लियर कट सांगलेलें आसा गोंयान महाराष्ट्रान जसो केरळान फ्लड जाता तसो एवरी इयर फ्लड जातलो म्हणून.
Aldona MLA Carlos Ferreira too lashed out at a typical government work attitude. He said that collectors hold meetings but to no avail. He questioned as to what is the using of sitting in AC cabins after taking meetings. One should do the work at ground level.
Having meetings and not doing anything doesn't bring out the effective task of pre-monsoon work. Our effort which we are making to make a point is not to have meetings in AC chambers. Please come out on the ground and get these pre-monsoon works because you see we have trees which are falling, roads are blocked, houses are damaged and causes power failure. We are also having gutters where bushes are not cleaned and it is causing flooding.
The pre-monsoon works have not been done. Disaster management does not appear to be active. The SDM or other officers should be given the powers to give orders to cut out dangerous trees. NUM MLA Alex Sequeira demanded.
Whilst I was talking about pipes and cross drains, I also would like to bring to the attention of the Honourable Minister of PWD that there has been a circular issued by the PWD authorities from Panjim to the subdivisions and the divisions and subdivisions that they should not clear the gutters. The fact remains that in my constituency, for example, the drains are clogged, plants have grown in the gutters. You all have empowered the panchayats to do the clearing, but none of the panchayats have done it. And according to me, this is one of the reasons why the gutters are clogged. Therefore, I request the Honourable PWD Minister to get this circular withdrawn and empower the PWD respective divisions to clear the gutters. If I may suggest, tell your SDMs, tell the necessary authorities to do an inspection and on the spot, issue the necessary order.
Now, listen to the answer given by Revenue Minister to all allegations.
As far as our colleague has just mentioned regarding the equipments, we have already, Chief Minister basically on the day we had a meeting, he has clearly instructed all the departments basically, whatever their requirements are there, to give their requirements in writing to the to both the collectors, and through the waste to the disaster management fund, the payments will be done.
Vincent Rosario for GOA365 from Assembly.
With 16,678 new coronavirus infections being reported in a day, India's total tally of COVID-19 cases rose to 4,36,39,329, while active cases increased to 1,30,713, according to the Union Health Ministry data updated on Monday. The death toll climbed to 5,25,454, with 26 new fatalities. The data updated at 8 a.m. stated.
India recorded over 1.2 lakh fresh cases of COVID-19 in the week ending Sunday, the highest weekly tally since mid-February, but the surge was showing signs of slowing down. Week on week, cases rose by just over 8% as compared to 14 and 23% respectively in the previous 2 weeks. Infections are continuing to dip in Delhi NCR and Maharashtra, and had started declining in Kerala too. 16,678 new coronavirus infections, 26 deaths reported for the last 24 hours. Daily positivity rate 5.99%, weekly positivity rate 4.18%. The quickly changing coronavirus has spawned yet another super contagious Omicron mutant that's worrying scientists as it gains ground in India and pops up in numerous other countries, including the United States. New variant BA.2.75 spreading through India, reportedly more transmissible, possibilities of reinfections. Goa meanwhile has seen its daily cases hover around the 100 mark as active cases now stand at around 800. Positivity rate, however, is still considerably high at about 10%. Deaths too are being reported occasionally in the state, only with comorbidities. Bureau Report, GOA365.
Panaji MLA Atanasya Babush Montserrat has refused to take the blame of the Panaji flooding on his shoulders, arguing that this has been there only for a few years and asking who was the MLA before him for the past 25 years. Here's more.
Panjim city was badly hit this time. Not only were the roads affected, but water was everywhere. Most of the roads, including 18 June Road, EDC Pato Plaza, Dairan Bandodkar Road, which were transformed into rivers. Son of late Manohar Parikar, Utpal Parikar, has accused Babush for his negligence which led to flooding in the city. Babush replied saying he is in power for only 2.5 years and trying to solve the last 25 years mess.
25 वर्सां कोणा कडेन आसले सत्या म्हाका कडेन आसली की तेंकोडे आसली हांव आसलो फकत 2.5 वर्सांनी we are doing so much within our power basically to improve the situation for what mess has been created for 25 years. So just go back in the history and see who was there for 25 years, and that's the time tell these donkeys to talk.
Sham Chari for GOA365 from Porvorim.
We will take a short break. Stay with us. Welcome back. Will the revolt in the Congress party succeed or no? This is the question in the minds of most Goans and political analysts across the country. Till around late yesterday evening, it looked like the revolt had succeeded after 4 opposition MLAs, including the leader of opposition Michael Lobo, holed up at the Chief Minister's official residence with the media camped outside. But now, all seems to be quiet, at least on the surface. Here are the details since last night.
Digambar Kamath and the 4-2 did not appear for the press conference called by his party high command, forcing Goa in charge Dinesh Gundu Rao to attack the two, Michael and Digambar, accusing them of trying to split the party. The party says Michael, a new entrant to the party, has been removed as CLP leader and they have filed disqualification petitions against him and Digambar.
There was an attempt. Okay? There was an attempt to make sure and make successful defection. आणि ते आमी हाडयलां कित्याक हे BJPचे जे टॅक्टिक्स आसा पळय ओपोजिशन काबार करपाचे खंय तरी दीस हॅज टू स्टॉप. वी हॅव टू सेव डेमोक्रेसी. वी शूड हॅव अ हेल्दी डेमोक्रेसी. चल्ला कितें आमच्या देशान. महाराष्ट्रान म्हणल्यार महाराष्ट्रान केलें. तो मनीस जेन्ना ह्या सायडीन आशिल्लो तेन्ना ताचेर ईडी केसी आशिल्ल्यो. ताका जेन्ना तो सुरत गेलो तेन्ना तो अर्दो न्हालो. थंयच्यान तो गुवाहाटी गेलो तेन्ना आनी इल्लो मातसो निवळ जालो. गोंयान आयलो की तो शुद्ध जालो. कुल वासनीक आयले. आय हॅड अ वन राउंड ऑफ डिस्कशन विथ हिम. ओके ते आमच्या सगळ्या MLA कडेन परत एकदा ही वॉन्ट्स टू हॅव अ मिटींग मे बी आफ्टर द सेशन इज ओवर. आमी 2022 लोकां कडेन गेल्ले. लोकांक एक होप घेवन आमी लोकां कडेन एफर्ट इलेक्शनाक गेल्ले. आमी देवळान वचून हांव आशिल्लो थंय देवळान वचून आमी सपूत घेतिल्ली. आमी थंय खुर्सार वचून सपूत घेतिल्ली की आमी लोकांचो विश्वास आसा तो तोडचो ना हे 5 वर्सां कळ्ळें. सो खंय तरी एक अटेम्प्ट जाल्लो हें करपाचें. सो वी थॉट दॅट येस स्ट्रॉंग एक्शन हॅज टू बी टेकन. एक स्ट्रॉंग मेसेज वचपाक जाय कित्याक अल्टिमेटली बाकीच्यांचेर म्हणल्यार सी कालूय हांवें सांगलां की बाकीचे नवे आसा फस्ट टायम MLA दे ऑल्सो हॅव टू थिंक एंड दे हॅव टू I mean, we have told them that they have to think twice before taking any such step.
One of the MLA, Alex Quinn, said that he got a call from you late for CLP meeting. Was he informed late or something?
ना रे हांवें पळयला तो भायर. I mean, he had already reached Margaon and we had kept at CLP in Panjim. So he had orally confirmed over the phone.
In all this, the Chief Minister says that he is not aware of anything, both last night outside his official residence as well as today.
सर चार काँग्रेसीचे आमदार तुमच्याकडे भितर आशिल्ले सर कितें डिस्कशन
कोणाकडे
तुमच्याकडे
म्हाका मेळपाक खूप जाण येता.
ना पूण आयज जेन्ना सगळे
डेव्हलपमेंट कितें जाला डेव्हलपमेंट सगळे जाण मेळपाक येता सातत्यान.
तशें न्हू मायकल लोबो कित्याक गेलो ऑपोजिशन लिडर तो.
काय म्हाका खूप जाण मेळपाक येता.
ऑपरेशन लोटस फेल
पूण
जालें.
दिनेश गुंडूराव स्वता म्हणटा की मायकल लोबो हांगासर येयला स्पेशली तुमचे इंडक्ट जावपाक ते म्हणटा तेंचे सिनियर
बिलकुल ना. म्हाका ह्या विशयाचेर म्हाका कांयच खबर ना. ताका हांवें सांगलें की फाल्यां असेंब्ली आसा. बाकी दुसऱ्या पक्षाच्या विशयाचेर हांव कित्याक उलयतलो. म्हाज्या कडेन आमदार सगळे येता पूण काल येयले ते स्वता येता आमी जाणा. पूण काल ते घाडामाडी जाल्यार पयलीं आयू अवेर ऑफ इट म्हाका कांयच खबर ना. सो आनी येयल्यार तुमकां वेलकम आसा. काँग्रेस MLA समस्त येवन सत्तर सरकार आहा. सो गरज ना आनी गरज ना. ताका येयल्यार
काँग्रेसीन डिस्क्वॉलिफिकेशन लेटर मूव केलें दिगंबर कामत आनी
Ironically, both Michael and Digambar pledged undying loyalty to the Congress. Watch.
Day before yesterday, in Fortune Hotel, we have addressed the press. All Congress MLAs were together. So we were also there. Everything was over. Yesterday again in South Goa, we were all called. We went. Then again they are having another press conference. I don't know why we are trying to confuse the people. We are one on Congress ticket and we are with the Congress party. So the question only does not arise of having so many press conferences and so many CLP meetings. We had a CLP meeting the other day in Fortune Hotel. So after that there was a meeting. After that there was a press conference. I had told Dinesh Gundu Rao that I am not interested to continue as leader of opposition because there are various issues raised on me by the government side, and I said it will be very difficult and embarrassing for others, so you choose for somebody else. So he was asking me. I said our senior leader Digambarji Kamath is there, you can ask him or you can give it to anybody.
काय आहे तुम्ही काँग्रेसमध्ये आहात भाजप जाणार आहात.
I am compelled to brief you because I saw a video of the press conference of Mr. Dinesh Gundu Rao which is being circulated. Which I am shocked, stunned, and it has hurt me behind words because Dinesh Rao was at my place on Saturday night because I did not come to Panjim. I was busy in some religious function. He called me and said he would like to meet me at my house. I told him to come to my house. He came to my house. And I told him that my position is like this. I am like an, in cricket there is a term retired hurt.
So I said, because of your humiliation to me after the election, my workers every day have anger. I am trying to go out with that hurt of my workers. I am also deeply hurt. For the time being, I said, I am not accepting any responsibility. Once I am fit, then we will see. And if I wanted to go, I would have resigned and left and gone also. But still I remain. I led the party from the front. If you remember, for 22 election, I led the party from the front. All out I went. But then when the results came in, and then suddenly they changed me from the leader of opposition. That is why there was an anger in the world.
The opposition has attacked both the Congress and the BJP on this issue. Rajya Sabha MP Mukul Vashnik too is in the state to bolster AICC General Secretary Dinesh Gundu Rao and AICC Secretary Girish Chodankar in a firefighting exercise. GOA365 team from Porvorim, Panjim, Altino.
The heavy rains that lashed Goa last week has disrupted normal lives of Goans. On Monday, a tree came crashing down on the footpath near Kolva Circle at Margao. Luckily, no injuries were reported.
The tree fell on the road leading towards Margav's Ravindra Bhavan. Though it is a busy street, luckily no one was injured during the incident. Sandeep Toyakar for GOA365 from Margao.
We will take a short break. Stay with us. Welcome back. Locals from Marcel along with devotees all over the state today celebrated the famous Chikkalkalo with great enthusiasm. Adults along with children played in the mud and enjoyed the festival.
For past 2 years, locals were disappointed as they could not celebrate the famous Chikkalkalo festival. But this year, not just locals, but devotees from all over the state gathered in large numbers to celebrate. Chikkalkalo, the festival of mud, is celebrated every year on the next day of Ashadhi Ekadashi at Devki Krishna temple in Marcel. Krishna Bhagat gave details.
आषाढी एकादश जाता दुसरे द्वादशीचा जाता हाचो इतिहास आसा 850 वर्सां पयलीं तेन्ना हांगा देवळां सगळीं स्थलांतरीत जाली तेन्नाच्यान हो कालो हांगासर सुरू जाला आनी हेका मड फेस्टिवल म्हणटा हातूंत कितें जाता आमी कृष्ण जे पळय बाळपणान आपले सवंगड्यांक घेवन जो पळय खेळ खेळटालो ते सगळे पारंपारीक खेळ आमी खेळटा हांगासर आमी कृष्णाचे सवंगडी अशें समजून कृष्ण आमच्या बरोबर आज हांगासर येता आनी खेळटा सगळे बरोबर हांगा एक म्हणजे सगळे बाळ गोपाळ हांगा एज लिमीट बी कांय ना जाणटे 80-85 वर्साचे ते ल्हान 1-1.5 वर्साचो भुरगो सुद्दां हांगा येवन ह्या चिखलान खेळटा आनी प्रत्येकाची एक भावार्थ आसता हांगा खूब जाण देवाक भुरग्यांक हे बाळ गोपाळांक हांगासर मिठाई वाडटा ताच्या फाटल्यान तांची एक हें आसता तांची कितें इच्छा आसा ती देव पूर्ण करची आनी बाळ गोपाळाचेर तो आपूण तोंडफोड करतलो त्या प्रमाणे दुसऱ्या वर्सा हांगा लोक मुद्दाम येतात तशेंच कोण कोण हांवून येतात की आपल्याले जर भुरगे नासत हांगा भुरग्यांक देवा दी फुडल्या वर्सा तुज्या चिखलकाल्याक आपूण येवन हांगा ताका चिखलान लोळयता म्हणून आनी अशें तशेंच जावन फुडल्या वर्सा येवन हांगा आपल्या भुरग्याक चिखलान लोळयता हे सगळे खेळ जे आसा पळय ते पारंपारीक आसा नाविन्य काय हाडूंक ना भितर पयलीं सावन खेळटाले ओरिजिनल चक्रा त्यो बेतक्यो तो धनगर हे सगळे खेळ पारंपारीक आसा
Krishna Naik for GOA365 from Marseille.
Now for the weather. Very heavy rainfall is likely over the state from the 12th of July with the possible intensification of the low pressure area off the South Odisha coast. Orange alerts are currently in place and may be upgraded in the coming days. Here's more on the weather.
The possibility of very heavy rainfall continues in the state as the low pressure area over South Odisha coast has possibilities of further intensifying. The state is very likely to see increase in rainfall over the week with strong winds accompanying them. Weather warnings could also be upgraded from current orange levels. Maximum and minimum temperatures meanwhile will hover between 27 degrees Celsius and 23 degrees Celsius respectively. Increase in rainfall likely. Orange alerts in place till 15th July. Weather warnings could be upgraded over the week. Strong winds likely till 15th of July. Maximum and minimum temperatures today 27 degrees Celsius and 23 degrees Celsius respectively. Bureau Report GOA365 with inputs from IMD.
With that, we have come to the end of this news bulletin. For more news and updates, log on to our website www.goa365.tv. Take care, stay safe and keep watching GOA365.